So today I'm going to be showing you how you can improve at chess for free using numerous online tools. We've reached a point now where you can get 99% of the benefits free of charge, especially with lichess. And in this video, we're going to show you in 7 steps how to improve regardless if you're 500 or 2500. So the first thing we need to do is try and gather as many of the free sources as we can, sort of have them as a sort of like library before we start. That way you can always have them to hand, or if you want to study or anything. So, stage 1, we're going to master the fundamentals, and that's going to help us at every level. Although, obviously, the lower rated you are, the more use you're going to get from this. By far and away, the best place to master fundamentals is going to be lichess.org/learn. Now, what's so good about the lichess.org features here is, as well as showing the theory behind the basics, it'll also allow you to play in the specific theoretical positions against top engine. So in this case, it'd be Stockfish 16, I guess. And, even if you're a strong player, you can play out theoretical positions where it's, bishop and knight and king checkmates. And it'll help you learn how to actually do them. And then you can test out whether or not you can do them. Also, there's a great range of levels within the fundamental learning on lichess.org. So you'll find at every level there's something to learn. Even higher levels, you can learn about, rook endings for a higher rated player. It's going to help you a lot in online games where you want to know technique very fast. There are also a couple of courses on Chessable on the basics of chess, so also possibility. Chess.com also has learning, but it's slightly more limited than lichess, and some are behind a paywall. But I think the first step, fundamentals, use lichess.org and just try and go through it. You'll test your endings, it'll test your basic mating strategies, it'll show you puzzles, show you all the concepts that you need to know for the basic fundamentals, and it's completely free. Tactics and pattern recognition. Now here we're particularly blessed because there are a lot of different offering free ways to test yourself with puzzles. But the best one still lichess.org, because there's over 5 million of them. It's great, obviously. And you can also sort out what themes you want for puzzles. And so, for example, maybe you wanted to do puzzles related to pins or a specific opening or a specific endgame, say rook endings with rook v rook, something like that. And again, completely free. And what's good about the lichess one is you get a puzzle rating and you can in real time see stuff going up or down, and it will try and match you with puzzles that are at your ability. What you'll find is the more you play, the more you solve the puzzles, the more improvement you'll have in your over board games or online games, because you'll have seen the tactic that you learn from the puzzle game really sharp to it. It's really good. There are other options as well. So chesstempo, very good site. Got a lot of puzzles as well, similar to lichess. Also got quite a few, not so much random ones, but Blitz Tactics is a good one. Chess.com. Chess.com. You want unlimited puzzles, it's a paywall, which is a bit annoying for some people. Obviously, you can do some puzzles for free. That is still an option. We've also got at least 10 other sites. Often, we just got plenty of options. So if you just do like half an hour a day or something on puzzles, I'll see improvement. And like I say, with lichess specifically, there's so many of them that you're never going to run out of puzzles to do. And as you get better, so let's say you're watching this and you're, I don't know, 2500 online, you're still going to have puzzles as you get better. And there's still going to be puzzles left for you to do that are harder and harder and harder. So it's a great way to just improve. Next, we need to sort out an opening repertoire, or if not a repertoire, at the very least, an idea of what we're going to play if we're white and if we're playing black. Because there's no point being really good at the fundamentals and then really sharp tactically if every single game we're getting into a lost position on the board within the first, I don't know, 5 to 10 moves. And this can happen because, if you're playing a well-bred opponent, even at low ratings, they're using preparation from supercomputer to basically just unfairly beat you on the board. So the best way to combat that is to use some of the free tools available to learn openings, or at the very least get into an okay position. And again, lichess is a very good option. You've got it under tools, you can go into openings, and you can do opening explorer. You can just have a look at all of the different options. You can do puzzles by it. However, you may also want to look at Chessable, yeah, because there are a lot of free courses there, and they'll specifically tell you the first, I don't know, 4 to 10 moves, sometimes more, what specific moves you want to play on the board. Also some great YouTube videos, which, for example, give you guides on different openings. So, for example, I made one on the check perk, but also, obviously, there's a lot of other really much better than me YouTubers that made guides on things like the Caracan or other openings, which you should check out. Another thing to do is against the engine in the specific opening, and maybe this isn't quite as relevant if you're very low rated, but you can play against either bots or engine in the specific opening that you're interested in, so that you don't risk playing the opening in a real game and maybe not knowing what to do. So, for example, you can with lichess take any position in the opening and just say play against computer. Very useful. But you can also try and do the same, but against weaker opponents called bots, which are going to be lower rated, so that it's not just you versus a 3000 rated engine, which maybe you're not going to learn as much from.
The next thing we want to do is we want to start playing, and this is where chess.com comes into its own, because it's the largest chess website in the world, and so you've got players playing non-stop for any time control and pretty much any rating, so that's really good. And this allows us to put into practice all the things that we've learned in the previous steps, and it's also fun. I actually think this is the one step that probably most of you already do. But so here we go into lichess, and they have the exact same thing but with slightly less amount of players. So we just go create a game and choose which time limit we want. But I think chess.com is a better option here, so we can just set this. We're unsure what time control to play. A good starting one is 5 minutes, so there you can see instantly got a game. Just going to play quick check perk here, and okay, I misclicked. Anyway, as you can see, I think playing also, you may think you've learned a tactic or basic ending, but maybe you find in the actual game you haven't. So lichess.org and chess.com are the best two, and they're free. There's also Fix, which is another option, but has a lot less players. Okay, so next we're going to have a look at how to analyze our games. And this is going to help us a lot, actually, because essentially we just keep making the same mistakes and we just keep playing and playing and playing. We're going to make the exact same mistakes again and again. So both chess.com and lichess.org, again, by far the best sites for this. I would potentially using both. Lichess, you've got, so look at lichess quickly. So with lichess, you've got access as well as the analysis with the Stockfish engine. You've also got request computer analysis, which will give you like a percentage accuracy you've done, which can be quite fun. With chess.com, you've got the engine just like lichess does, but if you want the game review, which is similar to the lichess computer analysis, that's paywalled, but you can just use, Stockfish engine to analyze each game, and that's fine, so you don't need to pay anything. So I think analyzing and finding mistakes we're doing is very important, and you can see them very early on. So we go back in this game, for example. We won't do a game review, we'll just look at this bit, so we can quickly see. We can see where we went wrong, basically. And it also can help with your openings, to let you know. Another good thing you can do with lichess is you can input your game, and at the bottom you'll see games that have had that specific. One nice thing with the lichess.org analysis is you can actually, as you can see down here, compare your game to Grandmaster games in the same position. So if you're trying to see with your opening repertoire what other players have played, so we can see down here, got the lichess database, and we've also got the Masters database, and so we can see that the game's been played by these guys, and if we just click one of them, we can watch their game. And this is just another great thing for lichess has. Can be very useful for learning your openings and seeing how top players play at the positions. Okay, so next thing is we can start consuming content on chess, not that's by grandmasters, and so basically analyzing grandmaster games. There are a lot of different ways you can do this. There are a lot of databases of games, and you can search by opening or by player. So you could maybe, if you look at the top 10 players in the world, pick one, let's say Carlsen, and you can look at all his games. And the nice thing about this is there are a lot of free databases out there. So we've got lichess, chess.com, and so let's say with lichess, you can see here a massive database here of players. Back in the day, most people would use ChessBase and the expensive databases they had, but now you've got Skid here that I'm showing here. You've also got lichess. You've got a lot of options completely for free. This will probably improve your game because you can essentially copy the way better players than us play in the same openings that we play. So again, you can't go wrong with lichess, and you can also use chess.com. You can download Skid and use that with an engine to go through the Grandmaster games as well. But yeah, there's a lot of options. It's good to do. Now the final thing we need to do is we need to schedule out and actually implement our training plan. So out of the 7, I'd say puzzles are the most important, followed by analysing games and then openings. But everybody knows playing is the most fun, so you can pick and match. Let's say you did 2 hours playing, 1 hour puzzles, something like that. If you stick to all the 7, you should have no problem. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like more guides like this, or maybe specific lichess ones, just let me know in the comments. Thank you.